What is up? Today we're talking about 3 things I wish I knew as a beginner. If I knew these things as a beginner, I would have definitely made progress more quickly. So let's get into it. The first thing I wish I knew as a beginner was that you can definitely train too often, and that can definitely lead into recovery issues. Let me explain what I mean by that. When I was a beginner in the gym, I would train literally full body every single day, like 5 or 6 times a week. And I remember my friends would tell me, don't do that, have a workout split where you train only like a few muscles every single day. And I did not care. And guess what? I ran into recovery issues. So you want to make sure that you're mindful of that. You can definitely overtrain. That can be a real issue, and you're going to run into recovery issues. The next thing I wish I knew as a beginner is you want to make sure you train as hard as possible. And also, there are definitely ways that you can train technically past failure. And you can, for example, do a drop set where you do one weight and then you'll drop set the weight to something a little bit lower and then crank out more reps. Or you can do a rest pause where you do a bunch of reps and then you pause for like 10 to 15 seconds and then crank out a few more reps. That can definitely help you push kind of like almost past failure basically. And you just want to focus on training as hard as possible. That's going to give you the most gains possible. And last but not least, you want to make sure that when you're training, you start with the largest muscle groups first. For example, if you're doing pull, you want to make sure that you train your back first and then your biceps. Why? Your back is larger, right? So it's going to get more tired quickly. So you want to start with the larger muscle groups and then move down to like biceps, which are smaller muscles and they're easier to do.